Hello, guys, and welcome to Stoic Med. Today, we will be discussing terminologies used for describing surgical procedures. So you've entered the clinic, and you're hearing a lot of your lectures, mates, and senior colleagues dissecting a lot of jargons, and you have no idea of what they are talking about or what is going on. Today, we will dissect these terminologies with handy mnemonics to help you never forget them. We will divide these terminologies into prefixes and suffixes, e.g., gastrectomy, which is made up of a prefix gastro, meaning stomach, and a suffix, ectomy, which means removal or resection. We will first talk about the regular suffixes used, and then prefixes that we would combine with the suffixes. For the suffixes, we have 1. Tripsy. This means crushing or breaking down. We can remember this by thinking, the mother tripped and crushed her child's mud project. Tripped for tripsy. Example, lithotripsy, crushing of kidney stones. 2. Ectomy. This is the surgical removal or resection of a body part. Remember this by thinking, the ECT in ectomy for ECT in resection. Example, appendectomy, removal or resection of the appendix. 3. Opsy. This is a surgical procedure of incising and taking a look at a deep area. Oops. I saw the answer, oops. I saw that, so remember opsy for looking into an area surgically. Example, biopsy, examining a tissue under the microscope for diagnosis. 4. Oscopy. The word itself is already a giveaway. This is the act of taking a look into an area with the help of a scope. Example, arthroscopy, visual examination of the interior of a joint. 5. Ostomy or stomy. This is from the word stoma, which means mouth or opening, so this is the formation of a hole or opening in a body part. Example, colostomy, creation of an artificial opening in the colon. 6. Otomy or tomy. Note the difference between otomy and ostomy. Otomy is the incision of a body part, but no body part is removed. Example, tracheotomy, incision into the windpipe for breathing. The main distinction between ostomy and otomy is, ostomy involves creating a permanent or temporary opening, like in the colon, while otomy involves making an incision into a body part without necessarily removing it, like in tracheotomy. 7. Pexy. This means surgical suspension or fixation. Not being racist, but you can remember this by the way Koreans pronounce their F, as P for pexy. Fexy. Fixie. Fix it. Example, nephropexy, surgical fixation of a floating kidney. 8. Plasty. Like rhinoplasty, this is surgical repair. We can remember this by saying I repaired my nose, now everyone calls me plastic. Example, rhinoplasty, surgical repair or reconstruction of the nose. 9. Raphy. This means surgical repair by suturing, so we can say wrap it up for raphy. Example, enteroraphy, suturing of an intestine. 10. Centesis. This means surgical puncture of cavity to remove or drain fluid, so we can say, I sent my needle inside to remove this fluid. Sent for centesis. Example, thoracentesis, surgical puncture to remove fluid from the chest cavity. 11. Desis. This is the fusion of two parts to one. Example, arthrodesis, surgical fusion of a joint. 12. Lysis. This means to set free, for example, thrombolysis, dissolving of a blood clot. If you are still enjoying it at this point, please consider liking and subscribing. Now, let's dive into the prefixes. We have 1. Angio, means blood vessel, like angiogenesis in embryology, which means development of blood vessels. 2. Anther, means joints. 3. Colono, like its sounds, means colon, the large intestine. 4. Colpo, means vagina. 5. Cysto or versico, means the bladder. 6. Encephal, means head. 7. Gastro, means stomach. 8. Hyster, means uterus. 9. Lamino, means a section of the vertebrae. 10. Lobo, means lobes, for example, a lobe of the cerebellum, cerebrum, etc. 11. Mamo, means breast. 12. Myo means muscle, like myometrium muscular layer of the uterus and myocardium muscular layer of the heart. 13. Nephro, kidneys. 14. Oophore means ovary. Just pronounce the PH in oophore as F or V to get ovary. 15. Orchid means the testis. 16. Rhino means nose. 17. Thoraco, areas around the chest region. 18. Vas, for the vas deferens. 19. Lapro, abdominal cavity. 20. Litho, means kidney stones. Now, let's provide examples of surgical procedures using a mix of the prefixes and suffixes mentioned. I will give a 3-second pause for you to try and guess some of their meanings. 1. Angioplasty. Repair of a blood vessel, often to treat a blockage. 2. Arthroscopy. Examination and potentially treatment of a joint using a scope. 3. Coloradostomy. Creation of an artificial opening in the colon. 4. Hysterectomy. Surgical removal of the uterus. 5. Laparotomy. Incision into the abdominal cavity. 6. Nephrolithotomy. Surgical removal of kidney stones. 7. Oophorectomy. Removal of one or both ovaries. 8. Thoracotomy. Incision into the chest cavity. 9. Vasectomy. Surgical sterilization procedure for men. 10. Myomectomy. Surgical removal of uterine fibroids. 11. Myorrhaphy. Suturing of a muscle. 12. Tenorrhaphy. Suturing of a tendon. 13. Angioplasty. Surgical repair or unblocking of a blood vessel. 14. Cystoscopy. Visual examination of the bladder. 15. Mastopexy. Breast lift surgery. 16. Vasectomy. Surgical removal or sterilization of the vas deferens. 17. Myoplasty. Surgical repair or reconstruction of muscle tissue. 18. Nephrostomy. Creation of a surgical opening into the kidney for drainage. You can go ahead and find more examples or jumble them yourself and share in the comment section. In conclusion, understanding these terminologies can greatly enhance your understanding of medical procedures. Remembering these prefixes and suffixes along with their meanings can make the learning process smoother. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing for more insightful content. Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned for more amazing content.